So, did you guys know that there's a Sonic the Fighting game? Yeah, apparently. Is it any good? Let's find out. Sonic the Fighters was made in 1996 by Sega of America and was originally released as an arcade game but was later included on a compilation disc of Sonic Gems Collection for the PS2 and GameCube in 2005. It was also later released as a digital download for the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360. I'm playing the Xbox 360 version for $5. So, a little bit of background here. I've never really been a Sonic fan. I don't hate him or anything like that. It's just, I grew up as a Nintendo kid and never got a Sega Genesis until I was actually in my 20s when I could buy one of my own. But the thing was, I didn't want a Sega Genesis for Sonic. I wanted one because of all the different games on it. And now here we are. Sonic the Fighters is basically a palette swap of Virtua Fighter, only with Sonic characters. It's got all the Sonic trappings. You got your characters, you got your sound, you got the look, you got the music. The characters even have rings that pop out of them when you hit them. Isn't that charming? It plays and feels the same as original Virtua Fighter, only it doesn't feel as slow and clunky. The story, well, it feels about as uninteresting as the characters do in it. Meh! I'm gonna conquer the world! Meh! So he's at it again, huh? Okay, fine, let's go stop him. With attitude! You know, I could almost justify Sonic's too cool attitude if he had something to back it up with, like, oh, I don't know, say, an all-around good game series. Just saying. One thing that I like that this game does that I actually think is kind of cute is that whenever you have a mirror match, which is basically you fight yourself, Robotnik or Eggman, whatever you want to call him, to be honest, I really don't care, comes in at the start of the match and creates a doppelganger of yourself that you have to fight. I actually think that's kind of clever. Another thing that this game has that I will say is kind of unique is the whole barrier system. Basically, instead of blocking, you now have a barrier meter. Once it's worn down by a specific attack, you can no longer use it. And I never ended up using it all that much, either because the computer would just get around it, and, well, my clever tactic of just punching the shit out of him worked every single time. All the characters of Sonic are here. You got Sonic, you got Tails, you got Knuckles, you got Amy. I don't know who that is. Who the hell's that? Who are any of these guys? Maybe they appeared in other Sonic games? Who cares? The problem here is that they all fundamentally feel and play about the same. Really only one of them is actually different. They're slightly different in some of their special moveset and then some of their combos, but other than that, they all feel the same. One weird or kind of jarring thing is that whenever you or your opponent gets hit really hard, you bounce around like a pinball all over the stage. You do have a recovery ability that you can perform in the air. I just never really bothered to do it. Another annoying factor is that I could never really get any of the special moves to work. Some, but not all of them. I couldn't even perform a throw, unless I changed the controls from manual to auto. Then it worked, but doing it that way just kind of took all the fun out of it. I played through the entire game as Sonic. I did play as all of the other individual characters, but when I played through and beat the game, I just played as Sonic. The game itself was really not that challenging. Every other fight I won just by button mashing the punch button against every single opponent. The most challenging that the game ever got was against Metal Sonic, but that's really only because he was a cheap controlled computer. And I just lost again. And again. And again. God, it was near to the point of frustrating. Till finally, just through sheer determination and button mashing, that I won. No real strategy, no use of the special moves, just button mashing. That was it. And then I fought Robotnik. Wow, was that ever the most disappointing boss fight I've ever had. Here it is. Did you see that? That was it. That one fight. Yeah, they want it to be a big climatic fight and everything, but they make it so damn cheap. Where the place is going to explode in like 15 seconds, but Sonic is suddenly filled with rush power mode, and your punch combo doesn't stop, so you can just punch rush him, and then you'll win. That was it. That was the game. All in all, the game's not terrible. It's pretty middle of the road. It's okay. It did feature an online fighting mode. Of course, it doesn't work now, because I doubt that anybody else is really playing this. I was actually surprised that this game is still playable, because every other old Sega arcade game that is out or was out, like say Golden Axe, is no longer playable. I mean, it's a demo, but you can't play the full game anymore, so I'm surprised that this was still available. It goes for $5, but all in all, this gets a 5 out of 10. It's pretty below average-ish. It's not terrible or broken. It's a fully functioning game, and could be fun for parties and whatnot, but if you want a good fighting game, there are several other more interesting games that you could play than this. Well, everybody, I hope that you've enjoyed my thoughts on Sonic the Fighter. Please let me know what you think in the comments below. Please hit the like and subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. I'll see you guys next time for a brand new adventure. See ya.